topic of this video is what I learned from 11 years of managing Facebook ad campaigns. Here's what I learned. Focus on large audiences. Facebook CPM model, cost per thousand impressions, charges based on views, not clicks. Here's why focusing on large audiences pays off. I also agree with this. If you find the larger the audience, the easier it will be to target, right? So if you have a chance to build your business in a way you're targeting larger audiences and your products has a, let's say, mass appeal, I think this will make you a lot of money on the long run. So this guy says broader reach, large audiences extend your ads reach, putting it in front of more people. This maximizes potential engagement, but not also potential engagement, but potential opportunity to make sales and to make money. Learning phase. Facebook's AI thrives on data. A vast audience gives it learning opportunities to optimize ad performance. So the more data you have, the better it optimizes. This is machine learning. This is something called AI, and Facebook ads uses it. Precision over time. Initially broad targeting allows the AI to refine its understanding, pinpointing which users are most responsive over time. This process enhances ad effectiveness. Cost efficiency. Focusing on a large audience can be more cost effective. Narrow targeting often leads to higher costs due to increased competition for a limited audience segment. So this is also the case. However, it comes from the appeal of the product. The more people would like to buy, if more people would like to buy the product, the easier it becomes to target those people. So this is something that you need to program within your product creation or product positioning. Evidence speaks. Experience shows in 9 out of 10 cases, clients who opt for AI-driven large audience targeting see better results than those insisting on highly specific targets. From my experience, working with clients for the last maybe 10 years, what I have to say about is people don't care about how I target. People care about results. If I say interest targeting works better, they're going to be like, do interest targeting. If I say broad or Advantage Plus works better, we're going to do Advantage Plus. So in my experience, even broad and interest, they both work. If I start narrowing way too deep into interest, countries, locations, then I see CPMs increase. For example, the same also applies. If I target the whole world, CPM will be much cheaper. If I target just the United States, CPM will be much higher because their competition within the United States is higher, right? Larger audience allow Facebook ads AI to learn and adapt, learning to smarter spending of your ad budget and improved ad performance over time. Stop trying old AIDA nonsense. Old AIDA attention, interest, desire, action models have too slowly for today's fast-paced digital landscape. So here you can implement the AIDA framework in a net that is 11 seconds. So I don't think this is the AIDA is nonsense. So AIDA will work. AIDA will always work because it's fundamental principles. So attention, interest, desire, action. If you could implement it within your ad, if you could implement it on your landing page, you'll be able to convert more people. So this guy says speed. Users scroll quickly, often deciding in seconds whether to engage. It is gradually built, doesn't fit the rapid decision-making process. So I disagree. Oversaturation. Users see countless ads daily, making it harder for a traditional AIDA sequence to stand out. Again, I disagree because it could be applied into different markets, different niches. So the first part of it is attention, right? There is many ways for you to grab the attention. It's not there is only one way to grab attention. There are thousands of millions of ways to grab the attention, right? So I don't think AIDA is a bad framework. It will never be a bad framework. Platform dynamics. Facebook's algorithm prioritizes content that engages users immediately. AIDA is not slower, man. You can do the AIDA sequence in 4 seconds. If you do it properly, You can do it like with like one sentence. So I don't think it's a bad framework. Instead explain to me one nifty sentence exactly what your product will do, make my life better. So it could be a one sentence if done properly, but I don't think it needs to be like one sentence. So this guy says, the one thing that you need to do, keep it short. My number one rule from my testing over the years, short copy 99% of the time wins, short videos 99% of the time win, text light ads 99% of the time win. Keep it simple, keep it short. So I again disagree. For me, long copy works much better. Much better. You're spending money for the Facebook ads, for the space on Facebook ads. So long copy gives you more space you could use to advertise. Of course, not everybody will read the whole copy, but what if you sell like a more sophisticated products, right? If you sell, let's say, toilet paper, you don't need long copy, right? You can do like short copy. You can be like, toilet paper, buy today for like $1.99, and this is enough. This is enough. However, if you sell like lead generation to homeowners who do Airbnb, then you need to be very sophisticated with your copy, with your targeting. I'm pretty sure that this guy never did ads outside of e-commerce. These things might work for e-commerce, but I think long copy will do much better. Long videos will do much better. Text light ads, I'm not sure what is this. However, if are those like fancy ads that look like ads, so I disagree with everything here. Do the opposite. Do the opposite and you'll be good to go. Tiny changes versus dramatic changes. A client of mine with grand visions for his Facebook ad campaigns live by the go big or go home philosophy, always pushing for both dramatic changes to capture his audience attention. Despite his enthusiasm and determination, his results often fell short of expectations, leading to a cycle of frustration and overhaul. The breakthrough came when we shifted our strategy away from the preferences for sweeping transformations. We used one single well-performing ad and proposed an experiment that seemed almost too simple to be effective. Tweak just 2 lines of the ad copy. The goal was to demonstrate the power of incremental changes. I agree, incremental changes are good. Start small, tweak. But also, the opposite is true. If like the small incremental changes don't work, you need something new, you need something fresh, you need something both. So both strategies work. It depends on the stage where you're at. If nothing works, don't do small incremental changes. Go big, go both. If you want to scale and you want to find a better variation of what's working, do incremental changes, right? The result was an eye-opener and noticeable increase in engagement and conversion from such minor adjustment. Minor adjustment might work, but also both strategies could work. Like when I go on Facebook, on YouTube, on Reddit, people say like, this is the only way to do it, this is the best way to do it. But the nuances is where money lies if I can communicate it properly. So both strategies work. It depends on the situation you're in. This guy says, this success marked a turning point. We adopted a new approach centered around the philosophy of tiny changes, significant impact. We doubled down on the edge, showing promise, initiating a series of sub-refinements, a core rig on the call to action button here, a single word change there, a slight modification to the caption. Each change was minor in isolation but powerful in combination. Our meticulous This is generated by AI, I think, so you get the idea. Do micro adjustments if possible. If they work, if they don't work, just completely shift it around. Ad moderation for negative comments. One nasty comment can ruin an ad. Even if it's a jealous competitor, it is your ad. You decide which comments test and which don't. Here's how to add moderation keywords. So again, on the moderation, on the comment, right? I disagree again, because sometimes I spent a lot of money on Facebook ads, and I manage Facebook ads myself for clients for like 10 years now. And sometimes a bad comment is very, very good because it starts a discussion and people start commenting and people start caring about your ad. And this pushes the engagement. Once the engagement is, let's say, out there, the ad becomes more viral. Therefore, you get more conversions. So this is not always the case. This is not always the case. In my experience, leave nasty comments on. See how it goes. If nobody cares, just erase the comment. But if there is a discussion, leave the discussion or start a discussion. Maybe this is like your way to just talk to people, see what they want, right? See what objectives, what objections they have, and like try to overcome them in the comments. In many cases, let's say, I'm just gonna give you a simple example. A lot of people will say this product is a scam, but some people who bought the product will comment. They'll say, I actually bought it and it's pretty good. So this could save you. This could break or save a campaign. Again, nuances. Set up custom events. Each step on your funnel should be tracked. If your client needs to fill out a multi-step checkout funnel, I agree. Do it. Set up custom events. Set up API conversions. I agree. You should do it. Do server-side tracking. Name your price in ads. Admitting your price on your ads is like placing a filter. It shifts through the crowd, letting only the serious buyers step forward. I agree. Because let's say this guy is like selling like shoes that cost like $15. If the price is not the benefit of the product, you shouldn't add it, right? For example, if I'm selling a high ticket service that costs like 15 grand, I cannot say buy this 15 grand service because it's awesome in like short copy, short video, everything short, because nobody's gonna buy it because they don't know what the service represent. Some people, before they get to the price, they need more time to be convinced, right? On Facebook ad, you run a static ad and you say $15 shoes, some people might buy it. However, if the product is like more sophisticated, if there are more complex information that needs to be processed by the buyer, it's a bad strategy. Again, a bad strategy. Imagine a client who always kept his prices under wraps, believing, no man, it's just like bad advice. You need to understand, like and if it's like cold traffic again, some people won't pull their debit cards and credit cards and buy like $500 product just because the ads states it. They need to go to the landing page. They need to maybe like view the product, read about the product. For example, let's imagine like you buy a refrigerator. You have a short ad copy. The short ad copy says refrigerator, it costs like $600. But this information for you, it's like not enough to make the decision. That's why you need to go and like view the landing page, check out how big is the refrigerator, check out the angles of the refrigerator, check out if you actually like it, if it's gonna fit into your kitchen or whatever. So people need this information to make the decision, to make the purchasing decision, right? Use retargeting ads. I agree. Retargeting ads are good. You should do it. And this guy is like selling us some templates. Get the templates here, add templates here. So Product Canyon. Let's see the ads this guy is running. So it says proven ads. I'm not sure if this guy swiped those ads or they're just like it's that. I'm not sure what's the deal with these ads. So maybe there are gonna be some good examples of ads. So yeah, maybe it's a good for you to download it. This guy says long copy has been the way to go. I agree, that's easier to screw up long copy, which is why short copy makes a lot of sense for a lot of brands. But yeah, these guys agree with me. Long copy works better. Agrees 6-7 minutes VSL for my brand always outperform in terms of ROAS and scalability. Short ads. So longer is better. Let's say longer is always better, in my opinion. If you're selling something expensive, you need time. If you can hold the attention for longer, you're gonna make a lot more money, right? And it's just like in a funnel, like every little thing affects the next thing. For example, if I run a long copy on Facebook ads, the person who consumes the long copy has a greater chance of consuming the landing page copy. Therefore, there is a higher chance of converting. People who consume the ad, the first step of the funnel, which is like the landing page, has a greater chance of consuming the third step, which is like the upsell, and so on. So it's like, it's a system. It's just like a lot of people look it as a front-end funnel, back-end funnel, whatever type of funnel. However, it's like you need to look the whole thing. In my opinion, longer is always better. It's always better. Thank you for the post. I'm a small advertiser, an author, but I've seen some solid success. I'm looking to grow that. 2 questions. When you mentioned retargeting, there was a time when we might craft a custom who click on the post in the last 60 days audience and then make a lookalike. The current thought is that Meta sort of does this for you, which I have seen. For a non-pixel advertiser, I send buyers to Amazon. Would you recommend chasing retargeting or leave it to Meta? In my opinion, it depends on the product you're selling, right? If it's like a one-time, like immediate purchase, you can just do like without retargeting. However, if it's like more sophisticated funnel, people need more time, do remarketing as well. Don't leave it to Meta. I don't think a remarketing will hurt you, so set remarketing. This guy says, in October I found an image with overlay text and primary text combo that worked brilliantly in the USA. I repeated the combo, a DTC ad in the UK, huge. Then in Australia, another amazing ROAS. After a few thousand in spend, naturally the ad faded. However, I have been unable to repeat it or even come close to its success. I've gone through the metrics and I found the best combo. Note, I've retried duplicating and repost the original DCT. Nope, I reused the post ID. No, I created. You mentioned finding the best combo and I did it. For whatever reason, I can't get it to fly again. And suggestions, I appreciate any thoughts. For me to give me the suggestion, you need to give me like a little bit more context here. So I'm not sure how I would go about it. However, I'm not sure if you made any changes on the landing page. I'm not sure if you made any pages on the ad. I'm not sure how much you spent. I'm not sure how big is the niche, because if you are working with a big niche, this ad might continue working. So it might just be something that happened with Facebook ads. So I would rerun this ad again. And just what I would do, I would isolate this ad in a new campaign, new ad set, and I would rerun it, and let's see how it will go. And this guy says, damn, nearly everything you wrote is dog shit advice. I've managed 2 million in ad spend by this point, not just pushing the buttons, but writing the copy, managing tests with data teams, managing credit flows, performance, etc. I've written copy that at this point. And this guy agrees with me. Longer copy converts better every time. Name your price in the ad unless you're using heavy discount offer creative. Okay, again, don't do it. Tiny changes, dramatic changes. I highly recommend everyone read Hacking Growth. It outlines the operating philosophy behind growth teams that build a DoorDash, Airbnb, Reddit, etc., etc. I implore you all to completely just ignore all of the advice here. Ignore all of the advice and just do the opposite. I'm not sure if this guy managed ads for like 11 years. Maybe he managed like I don't know, 11 months. But this advice is very, very bad. So do completely the opposite. I think just by watching this video, you'll know what not to do. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. Bye for now.